Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money here. We're live back at it again, trading at a Nascraq every single morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for joining, everyone. I couldn't do this without you. I really couldn't do this without you guys. I appreciate your support. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for joining. We have a gap here that most likely will fill, I think, especially when we're this far down. We're most likely going to fill this gap, but don't get married to any premise here. I'm looking for a short trade now. Market's about to open in 11 minutes. Pandas, hope you guys are doing well. Hey, if you're just joining, make sure you scalp that like button. Drop a GM in the chat. I'll appreciate that very much so. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. I really do appreciate it. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but here you are watching a panda trade live. How cool is that? How cool is that? How absolutely insane and cool is that? How crazy and insane is it that I'm able to do this? Trade as a panda. That is so cool. What a life. What a life. You guys made this enjoyable. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're making a strong move down. We're bouncing off the 20 EMA. First entry. Wow, micro double top. Yikes. I'd rather wait for the setup, though. I'd rather wait for the big setup here. Market's about to open. We don't have any news today, but tomorrow, pandas, we have news. Tomorrow, we do have news. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is enjoying themselves. How's your trading journey going so far? Let's make some bamboo pandas. We're absolutely going for it here. Absolutely going for it here. Pandas. Looking at this trap on the 2500 tick chart, that is what I'm eyeing currently. And I'm going for it. Just getting my order ready. Pretty certain we're not going to get down here until market opens or until this candle finishes. It's only 140 some ticks left, pretty far away. Just setting it up. Markets are about to open 6 minutes. Let me say good morning, couple of my pandas. Crimson Demon, welcome back. Jamil, good morning. Mawashi, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Mawashi, thanks for becoming a panda. Thanks for your support. I appreciate that. Ooh, we're about to trigger this trap very quickly here. The market hasn't even opened yet. But I think this is a reasonable trade to think we're going to come down to the previous day's close to fill that gap. I think it is a decent trade to take. Since the risk is quite large, we need to get a little bit more reward here. I mean, if this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It is what it is. What can you do? Market's opening in 4 minutes here. I think I'll double up on a second entry short here if we get one. Second entry short. Does trigger. It's a small risk. Looking for some decent reward here. I think I'll probably go for the same reward. Still waiting for some movement here. The market could chop around here for a little bit before market opens. This could punish me here. Could absolutely punish me here. I don't think I'm going to extend my stop loss. I'll just take the hit. Move on type situation. Yeah, I don't think I want to extend my stop loss here on this trade since I doubled up. Of course, that increases your chances to winning this trade, but also increases your risk like crazy. So I'm basically treating this as two separate trades. The second just short, lower high, second just short. I could try. I think I'll just take the hit and try to go short again. I'll just take the small hit if it does take me out. Just because, like, ooh, nice little pop down. I mean, I'll take that pop down any day. I'll take this pop down. Hopefully we break down now. Hopefully that's what we need. Hopefully we are absolutely breaking down now. Could be a decent trade here. A really decent trade here. I hope it doesn't reverse. Why do you retrace so much? Market's about to open in 1.5 minutes. I think I'm in a good position here, though, pandas. I think I'm in a decent position here. Almost enough to extend the stop loss. Almost. It's too much risk. I'm going to go for it. I think we're in a good position here. I'm going for it, Pandas. We're putting all our marbles in this one trade. We're in a decent position here. This break of a previous candle's low is pretty huge if we can get it. Pretty huge if we can get it. I think it's a good trade. I might be reversing here. Darn. 10 seconds to market open. 10 seconds to market open. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Please be a good push down. All right, we do trigger. You're thinking you're going to fill the gap, right? There's a big gap here.
Target filled.
Decent push down. I could take my risk off here, but I think we're in a good position. We're holding. We're absolutely holding this. Pandas. Gap fill. That's what you're thinking here. I don't want to make too much money. Ooh, yikes. I could take one off. We'll hold, we'll hold. Oof, another push up. I don't know if I want another push up though. I don't want to make too much money here.
Target filled.
I think we're good. 14.60, we made max. One trade, Pandas. One single trade, we made max, essentially. I don't think it's even worth trading more here. Is it even worth it to trade more here, Pandas? What a trade. To start off the day, we're hitting max on our Apex accounts, and we're done. So let's jump to take profit trade, or just jump to our take profit accounts. No, I wish those were my take profit accounts. I mean, do I take a bounce here? A fail second entry short here, max contracts. Shall I? Shall I? Fail second entry short. Are we primed for it, Pandas? Is this going to be the reversal of the day? Can we get it? Still a big gap on the 5-minute chart. That's an issue. Big push up, though. Fail second entry short. Am I going to bust my take profit accounts in one single trade? We'll see. We shall see. I'll love to see a fail second entry short here. Creating a nasty gap, though, on the 5-minute chart, which is unfortunate. Big bear bar. Big bear bar, Pandas. I don't know if it's worth. Big bear bar. Looks like we want another push down, perhaps. Yeah, no longer interested in the long here. Big bear bars. Big push down. Probably going to fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. There's a gap on the 5-minute chart you can see here, right? This is where yesterday's close was. And today's open was way up here. So we have a gap here. We have to fill this gap. That's the 5-minute chart. We actually had a gap on the Globex session, and that got filled pretty immediately. First move of the day. Those little gaps, especially on Globex, I mean, that's like that's pretty strong edge you have if you can get it. But nice trade. I mean, we are up a lot today. I mean, I could end the stream. I could end the stream right now. But we're trading now the take profit accounts. The take profit counts are essentially at 0. So whatever we make here today is what my take profit counts are going to be at. So let's get it, Pandas. Get it, get it, get it. Second entry short here. Do I want the second entry short? I don't know. It's not looking pretty. I'll tell you that much. It's not pretty at all. Jamil, love to see it. Me too. You love to see it? I love to see it. Drew the Track says, what is Nascraq? Nascraq is, we just call it the Nascraq, but it's actually the NASDAQ NQ, but we call it Nascraq because it absolutely cracked out of his mind. The volatility is insane. We're trading Nascraq futures. NASDAQ futures, we call it the Nascraq here. Second just short. Doesn't quite touch a trend line. If it touched a trend line, I'd be more interested. If it touched this trend line, I would definitely be more interested in taking this trade. But since there's more it's wanting, right? Like it could come back up to touch and test this trend line. I don't want to take this trade. Trap trade is no good either here, right? Because if you look at it, it's making lower highs. I mean, it looks bearish to me, so I don't want to go long either. Like it looks like it wants to make a new low here. Right, spike in channel. Essentially making a triangle here, right? Making a triangle. Okay, trap fails immediately. Pushes down. We were still in the triangle, so I didn't want to take this trade thinking it could bounce off this triangle, make a couple more legs up, but it is pushing down. I mean, my first inclination is fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm assuming, but who knows? Big push up. Maybe not. Maybe the market's tricking everyone. Maybe we won't fill that gap and everyone's going to keep trying to fill it and they just get chopped up to paste us. You know what I mean? 2500 tick chart's looking tricky, right? We got like 4 overlapping bars in a row. And when I say overlapping, they're like completely overlapping. 5-minute chart still, it's just one bear bar and maybe one. It might push up here. It might try to fill this gap up here on the 5-minute chart. So, who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. Okay. That was such a good trade. That was such a good trade. Those are the trades that you want, right? That's like the moment it broke this low, that is what you wanted. Big push down back to a very obvious key area. And that's where we got our profits. That's where we took our profits. I think we took that trade perfectly. We took that trade perfectly. What are we? We're 2-0 right now. And we already made max. One trade. I had a couple red days on my my Apex account, so I'm like barely positive, but hey, green is green. I am positive on my accounts. We got like 4 or 5 overlapping bars in a row. We're going to sit on our pause here. I think the market's a bit confused. I think it needs some time to resolve. I mean, we're basically going sideways here. Turn to a trading range. Could just be consolidating to either reverse or continue. Very hard to time. Usually just wait for the move first. Then we try to jump in with momentum. It feels like I'm just short. Do I love it here? Wow. I kind of like it. Feels like I'm just short, but if it triggers here, it'd be very far away from 20 MA. Yikes. All right, big push up. Very big push up. A huge push up. That's a very strong push up. You got to take note of that. If you get a push up like that strong, you definitely better reckon. There's something going on here. Something in the water. Do I want to take the fail second entry short here this far away from 20 MA? No, obviously I don't. It makes it like a C setup, D setup even. Not worth. Even though it could give you a huge move up. We don't even get the setup and it's just going without us. Now, all I want right now is a nice, if I can, second entry long off the 20 EMA and also offer a trend line. I mean, this will be a beaut. This will be like a S tier setup. 2-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA, back to our trend line. And we can get a nice trade here. Worth worth taking. I think take profit accounts. Here we come. I might just trigger the trap. It might be too strong of a move up. We might not get a chance to get in. Pandas! Hope you guys are doing well. We already hit max. We already hit max on our accounts here. Oh, it does bounce off our trend line. Decent trade now since it bounced off our trend line. I still want that second entry long, making this an S tier type trade. Okay. It looks like the trap was all you're gonna get here. The trap was all you're gonna get. The trap doesn't go very far. I mean, well, it can still go up, but there was quite a strong pullback here. Okay. Small little gap here. This could be actually a very strong push up. We don't fill this gap. Wow, we don't fill the gap. We actually don't fill the gap. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. We fill the gap. All right. As strong as I thought. Curious. A second entry long here, not as good as it was with this strong push up, but still viable trade. Bouncing off our 20 EMA now. Wow. Okay, we pushed beneath the 20 EMA. Like, you don't want a second entry long beneath the 20 EMA here. I don't know if I want the trap either. I don't know if I want to reverse this to the downside. That is a second entry long. It's not a good looking one. Bad signal bar. It's just a bad signal bar. And it is part of the uptrend. Look for a new high. But it's not an S tier setup in my opinion. Maybe a higher low would be a good trade here. A higher low. Basically, we failed trap. A higher low could be a better trade here in my opinion. All right, I'll take the higher low here. Looking for a new high. I wouldn't consider it as S tier. Maybe A. An A setup. Not even an A plus, just an A. Now you can't even take it. It's just a strong bear bar. I'm not interested in going long here. That trap actually triggers and pushes down pretty strong. No follow through though. No follow is a bit scary for the bears, but now we got some follow through. Yep. We got a new low. Interesting. All right, that trap actually ends up working out. Interesting. I was not expecting a trap to work out that strong right there, but it does. And on the 5-minute chart, essentially, trading range, right? Big down, big up, big down. Looking to probably to fill the gap now on the 5-minute chart, right? There's still a gap here, and I think it might try to fill it here now. No promises. What a strong move. I was not expecting that. No, I really wasn't. Second to short might be a viable trade here. Could be a triple bottom, but I doubt it. We get such a big move like this, I doubt this is a triple bottom. I'm pretty sure we're going to break through this. In what manner, I do not know. Could be for the first entry, could be with the second entry. Looks like with the first entry. Not yet. Hold your horses. Hold on to those ponies. All right. It's not the best trade. I wish we were on some sort of resistance. I don't love it. I'm not in love with it. Hmm. Decent signal bar. I may consider going short here. This is too big of a risk, and it's too far from 20 MA, and it's too green. Maybe this. If this gives me a nice signal bar, I'll be interested in going short here. But would you consider a nice signal bar to go short? Nah, not really. It's straight up bouncing here. It could be just a triple bottom. Incredible. It's above the 20 MA. Can't take a short here. Even though the short could go really far down, just 0 above the 20 MA, it's just too much risk. It'd be incredible. It just traps here, right back up. Just boing, boing. Down, up, down, up. Up, down, left, right. AB, AB. Fails like enter short, possibly here, but this is the first bounce. You're looking for a new low before. I may go short here, actually. The 5 minute, though, is concerning, making me think the 5 minute could actually blast off here. I could try. It's not the best trade, but I'll try here. Ooh. No, thank you. That was a bull bar. This could just get choppy for a little bit. Look at the 5 minute. Having a hard time breaking beneath the 20 MA. Okay, failed trap, essentially. This could push down hard, but not interested once you have this bull bar like this. It's like entry long now, setting up to go long. Do I like this? Actually, not a bad trade. That's actually not a bad trade. You know what? If this comes back, I'll try to take... Okay. Okay, it was a good trade. I was not ready for that. For that second entry long. I mean, enough for a scalp at least, right? I mean, that's all you're looking for. That was a good trade for a scalp. Okay. Coming up for trend line and 20 MA. Little hesitant, little too slow there. Candles, I was not anticipating that. I was actually anticipating a short. But looking for a new low here. But this ended up surprising me, and it gave me a nice little pop up. Go big, go home. That's what they say. Go big, go home. Okay. Higher low coming off our trend line again. Looks bullish, if anything. Yee. I'm thinking this wants, like, if you look at this, tell me what pattern this looks like. If I just showed you this, what pattern does this look like to you? To me, it looks like a inverse cup and handle. That's what it looks like. Oh, Lee A got it perfectly right. But the only way we can enter it is if we actually break this neckline, which is not what we're doing. It's actually a failed cup and handle, looks like. It's pushing up pretty strong, what can I say? I mean, it is what it is. Right, you can't take this cup and handle until it triggers breaking beneath this neckline, which is unsurprisingly the previous day's close, right? Usually that's a key area. Access of strong support or resistance, depends on where the market's going. Feels like I'm just short here. Honestly, probably could shoot up, but looking at this bear bar, yeah, lots of overlap. This could just fly. Okay. Okay. I mean, if I'm looking for S tier setup pandas, like, you gotta understand with take profit accounts, you gotta take the absolute best trade, and you just become patient. You're like a sniper. Because take profit, what you're doing is you're going all in one trade, so it's like you gotta make sure that whatever trade you take, it needs to be just virtually zero red flags, and you want it to fly. You want it to go. So that's what I'm waiting for. Why do I want to trade my take profits like that? Because there are zero consistency rules with take profit when it comes to the funded accounts. And so because of that, you want to go, in my opinion, your highest EV, right? Your best strategy is to go all in one trade on the best setup possible and just try to make a killing on one trade because you can withdraw literally in one day. That's the advantage of take profit. That's the advantage of take profit accounts. You can just go all in and just literally withdraw the next day. The hard part about take profit though is you have to have a safety net of the threshold, which means on the 50K accounts, which is what these are, um, you need to have a $2,000 buffer. So the $2,000 safety net. So that means that you have whatever you make beyond $2,000, you can withdraw. So that's what kind of sucks. So you got to make more than $2,000. You can technically withdraw part like part of the $2,000, like the first 60. It's like the rules are a little bit weird. So the first 60 days, you can withdraw up to 50% of your safety net. So that means you can withdraw like $1,000 into your safety net. So technically, if you made like $2,000 exactly, you can pull out $1,000. But by doing so, you will close your account. And after the 60 days, then you could pull out 80% of your safety net. So the rules are a little bit weird. I mean, I think that's a little bit strange, whatever. But I guess that's what they try to accommodate for people who want to actually withdraw from their safety net. They want to accommodate for those people, but by doing so, they say that your accounts get busted. Like you close your accounts, you forfeit your accounts by doing so. So it's like, they're kind of giving you the power, but at the end, it's like, well, who's going to actually do that? So pandas, what we're looking for is a sniper shot. We're looking for a all-in trade. Where is it though? Where is this all-in trade? Is it a fail second entry short here? Nah, I don't know. I just don't know. This looks like something like this, and if it's something like this, then we're tending at the top of a channel here, and it's hard to go long right there. We need something to be more established. That ain't whiskey. Just my morning coffee. Second entry long here. Coming off our trend line and 20 EMA could be an okay trade. It's just not much room to the top. Right? Like you have a top of the channel here. It's not that much room. But it's enough things here to make you want to try. But looks like we're not even get the second entry long. So, I mean, if you don't get the setup, you just don't get the setup. I mean, it's what it is. You wait for the setup, you don't get it, you don't get it, well, you move on. That's all it is, pandas. That's what trading is. Literally just watching the market go without you. It's like watching a million ships sail by you. And you just wave goodbye. Goodbye, ship, goodbye. But this ship didn't even dock because we didn't get that second entry long. The 5-minute looks like very bullish to me because we're clearly above the 20 MA, and the 20 MA is acting as a support. And now we're breaking above this like trading range that was formed like pretty much all of yesterday, like the last half of yesterday. And we have a gap above, right? So to me, this is a daily chart. This could bounce up. This could be a strong bull day. But we don't have any entries here. Like, I'm not going long here in that first entry. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. Especially, the main reason being is because there's a better setup waiting. A second entry long. Imagine you go long here, and it takes you out, and it makes a second entry long. You're like, why didn't I just wait for a second entry long? You know? That's the thing about the second entry long. If the move was super strong, I would consider going first entries. But it's not, to me, this is not a super strong move. This is actually kind of grinding up. I would consider first entries, right, coming off of support, if it was a very strong move up. But to me, this is This is like it's definitely going up, but I don't know if it's super strong. I wouldn't consider it super strong. Like when you say super strong, you want to see moves like this, like big bull bars, multiple bull bars in a row. Like this is a strong move. This is a strong move. This is, yeah, I don't know, choppy to me, grinding. So essentially, in the 2500 tick chart, we had a failed cup and handle, inverted cup and handle, and what that ends up becoming is a continuation pattern. Right? Every setup can fail. There is a failed version of every single setup, and there's a failed version of the failed setup, and there's a failed version of that failed setup. It's just you know, you gotta just you're trading probabilities here. What's most likely? Wow, another push up, first entry. Maybe this move is a lot stronger than I think. Maybe I'm being way too patient here to look for a setup, and I might just see this whole move pass by me. Again, I'm looking. YL. The first thing he says, I'm like dropping all this wisdom, trading knowledge. The first thing YL says is Ronda Rousey. That's all he cares about. This guy is. Seems like most of you are about 3 to 5 years in your trading journey. Amazing. 24% of you guys are 10 plus years. That's incredible. 24. That means 24% of you guys better be profitable. If you're not profitable by 10 years, I don't know, pandas. I don't know if it's worth. I don't know. I just don't know if it's worth. I mean, versus are coming off our trend line here. First entries all the way up. Again, I'm looking for the S tier setup. I'm looking for that sniper shot. I am trying to go all in on my take profit accounts. And is this it? Like, I might not even take a trade today because I'm just waiting for that sniper. I was wondering what opposite day was going to get here. Oh, is today opposite day? Is it really? I remember that was really fun in school because that means, like, you can say something, oh, you're so smart. Psych, today's opposite day. You know, you could say stuff like that and just, like, really, like, traumatize your friends or your enemies or whatever you want to say. It's like, oh, you're so pretty. It's opposite day. You know, did you ever do that as a kid? No? Was that just me? Was I just super mean? As a kid, opposite day was kind of fun. Cuz it's like a way you can just make fun of people. But no, that's 20 years ago, but about 8 of those 20 past 20. Yeah, yeah. It's fun until elementary school, right? After elementary school, I don't know what it is. After elementary school, you stop trick or treating, you stop doing opposite day, you stop doing like those Valentine's gifts to your friends. I don't know. I feel like after elementary school, like it's just all your innocence just goes away, all your naivety. Ooh, second entry short. Could be a failed second entry long setting up here. Do I like it? I don't. I just have no idea what's happening here. If anything, it looks like a breakout retest, right? A breakout of this key area, of this pivot high, retesting it now, and the market's trying to decide, are we going to break through, bounce off? Can't take this long because we're beneath the 20 EMA, but I don't know. Maybe fails again just short on the 5 minute chart could be a viable trade. But again, overlapping bars. Lots of overlapping bars here. So you got to consider the market cycle. Like this market cycle might pass up as like a day where you just say, "Hey, I don't take any trades today. The market cycle's too bad, too confusing. It's not clear."
2500 tick trap.
Wow, that trap does fail. That trap failing actually feels like a decent trade to go on, to go long now. A failed trap. Just sitting on my pause though, right? We're bouncing off that we broke out of this kind of resistance. Now it's acting as support. Like, what a curious spot to bounce, right? What a curious spot to have a failed trap. Now maybe I can consider going like a second entry long, thinking the uptrend is established and we're not going into a trading range. Because we tried to go into the trading range and we failed to, right? Like this market had an opportunity to make this into a big trading range, but it did not do it. In fact, it did the opposite. It failed, reversed, and I was pushing up. Now I might look for a second entry long here, thinking this uptrend is stronger than you think. High or low? I kind of wish the setup happened. The 5 minute fails second to short. I'd be way more inclined to go long here if it did trigger, but did not. Got very close to, but didn't do it. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Don't forget tomorrow, pandas. There's news, and with a week where there's virtually no news, it could be a pretty big move. With even the news tomorrow, right? This market's waiting for something, some catalyst, and the news tomorrow could be enough to give that catalyst. Right? The market's kind of thirsty for some news, for something to move it. And I mean, honestly, I mean, the market has been moving though. What can I say? But tomorrow, because there was no news this whole week, and that tomorrow's the first news event, it could move the markets. It's unemployment claims and like GDP or something like that, quarter over quarter or something like that. Just sitting my pause, nothing 100% here. Okay, decent push up. Could be a decent push up here. Maybe a second entry long. Maybe still waiting for that fail second entry short on the 5 minute chart. Right? Maybe still waiting for the setup, which I think would be nice. I think that's a trade worth taking. Going full port on our take profit accounts. But I mean, it has to trigger first. Who knows if it'll even trigger? Okay, we end up pushing up here, made a new high. Now we have break a trend new high. Okay. Okay. Not married to anything yet. No premise. Not married to any premise right now. Not that you ever should be, but I'm just saying I don't have any strong convictions. Interesting new high created. Got pushed back. Pull back immediately. Sorry about that, pandas. We're back here, live at it again. Let's get it this time. Oh, we're in a key area here. Ah, pandas, 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 pandas. Recapping what happened so far today for those who just joined. We hit max on our 5 Apex accounts. You can see in the bottom right of your screen. We basically hit max, like $50 away from it. Whatever, one single trade in the morning. The trade we took was this trade here. Went short here. Back to the previous day's close. Ooh, I think it's time, pandas. I think we're ready here. We are hitting the 5-minute trap. Ooh, but that's a lot of overlapping bars, pandas. That's a lot of overlapping bars. And I do not want to take an outside bar reversal. We'll wait here. We'll wait. It basically made a V bottom here. Again, made a double bottom off of this resistance. Right? Made a double bottom off of it. So this could be a very strong push-up, pandas. Like, it just basically reloaded. All the people reloaded here. I think we're ready to go long, pandas. I think we're ready to go long here. And right when I say that, we get the strong bear bar. I'm not going long against this. I'll tell you that much. We'll wait. We'll be patient here, pandas. We can be patient. We got time. We got time, right, pandas? That's all we have in this world is a little bit of time. All right, pandas, we're going for it. We're shooting for the stars. 1 minute. I want to see this 5-minute trap come to fruition here. I want to trigger it only after this candle finishes. But unfortunately, it may create an outside bar reversal, which I do not like. I prefer not to do that. I really prefer to not do that. You got to notice, though, we got like so many overlapping bars in a row. This trap may just not do much, but the setup is good to maybe fill the gap up here. I got 20 seconds left. Oh baby 13 seconds left. I think that's enough time. 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Pandas, hands off the keyboard. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Hands off the keyboard. Let's launch. Let's launch, pandas. Is it time to launch? Oh, baby. I want to see it. So I want to see the skyrocket into outer space. That is not what I want to see. That is not the reaction I want. I want it just to blast off here. And it did the exact opposite. It took me out. Jeez Louise. That's rough. We'll try it again. One more time. This time a trap on the 500 tick chart. Hopefully this timing will be a little bit better. Hopefully this timing will be a little bit better here. Hopefully we can get a little better timing here. I think it's still worth going long here. We'll try. Now we're using this trap to launch off. Unfortunately, this trade now will just be making up for the trade I just lost. Like I said, the market cycle was so choppy. This was a very risky trade. It ended up becoming a very risky trade. The trap here, do I want this trap? I'll take it. I will try still here. Strong bear bar. Don't think I'm that interested. Am I? Could just be a big trading range here. We'll try. We'll try. Let's see what we get here. No promises though. This could be the best trade in the world or the worst trade in the world. Oh, you know what? Should we just make... Oh, okay. I'll take that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Just needed a small pullback. Unfortunately, because Unfortunately, because of that first trade we lost, we're basically break even now on these accounts. Unfortunately. So unfortunate. And we have a trailing stop loss, so I cannot swing this as much as I would want to, because we have a trailing stop loss. I wish I could swing this way more, but I cannot swing it that much. I'll take it out here if it comes back down again. Or just come out break even. Let's come out break even, see what happens. Maybe we get a nice push up here. Who knows? I mean, that's a strong bear bar. We got second entry long forming here. Do I love it? Nice. I think that's nice. That's not nice. That little reversal. Let's get some good follow through here. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Let's get more follow through than that, please. Please get more follow through than that. See this trade through. I think this pivot's fine to use as a nice pivot here, and we'll keep swinging this up. I don't want to swing too much again because we have a trailing stop loss. Give me 500 here. Give me a little bit more. I don't mind this target right here. Might be a strong bull bar. Could be always in long on the 5-minute chart. Perhaps, hopefully. Always in long 5-minute chart. We're in a good position here, pandas. We got a nice runner going. Hopefully always in long on the 5-minute. That's what I'm hoping for. Always in long in the 5-minute chart. Let's see if we can get that. Always in long 5-minute, please. Always in long 5-minute. Please, come on. I might have a deep pullback and just take me out, which would be a shame. Which would be an absolute darn shame. Come on. Always in long 5-minute. Come on. Yikes. That is not always in long 5-minute chart. That is the opposite. That's like always in short. That is a limit order market type situation here. I think it's going to take me out, which is unfortunate. Uh-oh. Bouncing off our trend line now. Could be actually a good long here. Could be a very good long here. Yikes. Hopefully it keeps pushing up. That first entry off our trend line and 20 EMA could be a decent trade up. Could be a decent trade. Could be a decent trade. Let's see. Could be a decent trade here. Could create a second entry long now. Give me a nice push up. Give me a new high, please. This is looking juicy. Looking juicy, pandas. Looking real juicy. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Pandas! Let's get it! I like it to hit my target, even though my target is quite arbitrary. But I like it for it to hit it, because it will be nice. In my opinion, no reason to go short here. No reason to go short here. We're still flying. Here's our new pivot low that we're going to use. No reason to go short yet, right? I find no reason to go short yet. Made a new high. Okay, that trap fails. Getting a little weaker. Getting a little bit weaker here. I have no reason to go short here, in my opinion. I have no reason to be scared either. We're within our channel, above the 20 EMA. Like everything's going for us here. Strong bull bar starting to form on the 5-minute chart. Hopefully, we turn always in long after this candle. That's what I want to see. Always in long. Having a tight stop though. Right, the 5-minute candle can, if it's a strong bull bar, could convert to always in long trade. All right, we'll take it here. I'll take it, Banners. I'll take it. Banners! Well, delicious. If I didn't lose that first trade, if it didn't have such a deep pullback when it triggered, then we would have made so much more money. We would be almost up $3,000. But because of that first trade lost, it is what it is. I mean, you just can't have that much risk. That's the problem with trading I'm 3-1 now. The problem about that trade, the problem about trading the 5-minute chart, especially with the take profit accounts, is that the risks are typically quite too large. Like you cannot handle the risk with the 5-minute. But that trade right there, the fail second to short double bottom here, man, that is a beautiful trade in my opinion. Like I wish I took my core much higher. I wish I didn't take my core out right here. I wish my core. But the thing is, the very first trade, not the very first trade, but the first profitable trade on the take profit accounts. Since there's a trailing stop loss, like you kind of don't want to swing. You don't want to swing until you hit the static threshold. Hope that makes sense. There's like certain ways to trade prop firms, and the thing is like the way you trade prop firms is a little different than real money because of the trailing threshold. So once you make more than $2,000, you don't have a trailing threshold anymore. It's just a static threshold, and then that's when you can start truly swinging. So until then, you can't really swing. So I'm just being a little more conservative when it comes to taking my profits. YTJGD says, do you trade and stream NQ every day? Yeah, every single day we are here live, back at it again. Trading at Nascraq, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. But no, who has a static? What does that mean? That sounds weird. That sounds weird. Drew into track, nice trade, appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are great. Thanks for the support. Make sure you scalp that like button. Also, drop a GM in the chat if you haven't already. If you're watching and enjoying the stream, we are up 745 on the take profit accounts. Remember, for these accounts, you need to make more than $2,000 in order to withdraw. But the nice thing is you can withdraw in one single day. Second entry long forming here, maybe off the 20 EMA. Could be a good trade. Could still be a good trade. We could just be, but that's a terrible signal bar. Terrible signal bar. I wish our signal bar was better than that, and I would take it. I would go long here. Right, coming off our 20 EMA and our trend line. It's a terrible signal bar. Really terrible signal bar. And another thing is that we're a little late in trend here. Little late in trend. Give me a better signal bar. It's an inside bar. I wish I should push down a little bit further than that. Okay, it does trigger the second entry long. Offer 20 EMA. Terrible signal bar. Off the trend line. In an uptrend. I mean, all in all, good trade. Terrible signal bar. Like, almost everything is good about this trade except the signal bar. It ends up being an inside bar, right? Enough for a scalp. Pretty good trade. Second entry long. I mean, I wish This pushed down a little bit further. Pushed out a little bit further, touched the 20 EMA, bounce off of it, but it didn't. Again, it would have been a nice trade there. Nice trade. I mean, enough for a scalp. Enough for a scalp. Actually, decent looking trade. Unfortunately, terrible signal bar. It is what it is. Prop from a static account you mentioned. I mean, there are static accounts you can buy. Like even Apex has a static account. The only problem is it's just like you can only trade 2 contracts, I think, and the threshold's very small. It's almost to the point where I don't know if it's worth. But with most prop firms, when you're funded, the trailing threshold turns to a static threshold once your account profits are up to basically the threshold amount. That's how they calculate it. So the 50K accounts, right? Your threshold is $2,000. Your trailing threshold is $2,000. So once you make $2,000, your threshold basically turns static, right? And hope that makes sense. 37% of you guys are 3 to 5 years. That's exactly where I'm at too. I'm 3 to 5 years in, and we are loving it. We are getting better every single year. When do you call it quits? I think if you're not profitable by 5 years, I mean, people take 7 plus 10, like took Al Brooks 10 plus years to become profitable. If you guys follow Tory Trades, like it's this girl that's like, she's kind of blowing up. I really don't know why, but she's blowing up, and she trades like, gold futures or something like that. She's kind of blowing up, but yeah, she took like 7 years to become profitable. So the longer I trade, the more simple my trading gets. That's the crazy thing, right? I used to have all these like indicators and everything, but the more I trade, the more simpler it gets. And wow, what a pullback! What a pushback down. What a trade. I feel like I didn't miss too many profits here. I didn't miss that many profits here. This is your breakout area, so most likely we'll come to retest this area. If it doesn't retest this area, that's quite surprising because usually, in a sense, your runners get stopped out. Like you can have runners still here, but usually your runners get stopped out. YT, so what is your scalping style? We're using price action, essentially. I've been at it for 14 months, full time. I passed evals for the first time in month 6, 12, and 13, but never got to payout stage. All right, payout stage is your next step. Make sure you use code BBM for 80% off. Apex, 50% off. Take profit. Right now we're trading take profit. We got a fail second entry long forming here. Do I like it? I kind of do. At least just get to this area. Like, this is such a key area in my opinion. Maybe a fail second entry long just to get to this key area. But, again, you want S-tier setups with your take profit accounts. Because I'm going full port, right? Like, the max contracts you can trade on the 50K accounts for take profit are 6 contracts. I'm trading 6 contracts at a time. So, that means I'm trading max, pandas. I'm going all in every trade. So you got to make sure where every trade you take is the best possible setup. And this is why I loved this setup here. The fail second entry short coming off of the 20 EMA and also double bottom, right? You can see clearly we broke out of this resistance and we double bottomed off of it. Such a nice trade, pandas. And you're looking for a long, and that was your entry. Unfortunately, like I took it on the 5-minute chart as well, and that I just could not have that much drawback, and so I just took the loss, but entered again. And we're up 745. I mean, I'm not complaining. Up 745 is pretty good. Okay, fail second entry long. Do I like it? Not really. Not in this area. especially when you don't have a breaker trend new high. Second just short, maybe. I'm looking more in the 5-minute. People limit order market. People just buying near the previous candle's low. Makes me feel like bulls are in control right now. At least limit order bulls are. Feels like I'm just short. Maybe interested here. Second just short. Wow, pushing strong. Having a hard time breaking above the 20 EMA. Outside bar reversal, terrible signal bar, right? That's your signal bar. That is terrible. You don't want to take that trade. It is what it is. We'll just move on. We'll miss this move down. It's fine. Right? You want to test this area. This area here. So this area right here was that breakout area here. Most likely the market's going to come and test that because the market does not like giving you free money. Does not like giving you runners. So your runners are dead now. And now the market might just come back up. It does that time and time and time and time again. How many times has it done that? But it does go exactly to where I thought it was going to go. This horizontal line. Question is, are we going to bounce up? I think from here, if I get a fail second just short, I'll be interested. Second edge is short. Whoa, okay. We are pushing down. Wow, what a pullback. I mean, it's a deep pullback. At a certain point, you're going to say it's not a pullback anymore. It's just a downtrend, a reversal. Full-blown reversal here. Interesting. Second edge short ends up working out beautifully. Very interesting. Terrible signal bar. I don't know. It is what it was, an outside bar reversal. I'm not taking that trade, but it ends up working out. If we break beneath this line, it could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I think the third test. 1, 2, at the third test. I don't think it's going to stand the third test. It usually doesn't pass 3 tests. Usually the third test it fails. Again, you want the S tier setups. First entry off the 20 MA end trend line here. What a bounce. Limit order market. 5 minutes says the moment this bar closes, we're just buying it up. You can see that the limit order bulls are in control. So you know there are a bunch of limit orders right here. Bunch of limit orders right here. Like, what can I say? There's like, with price action, you can tell 100% there are limit orders here. Like 100%. The moment this bar closed, it just got bought up. Crazy. Don't want to fail second just short here? Maybe. Maybe. Wow, fail second just short here. Do I like it? I mean, that's a pretty strong push down. Big up, big down. Maybe trading range starting to develop here, but okay, higher low here setting up. Sure, why not? Second entry short. Could this turn into a massive trading range here? Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Do I want to take a fail second entry short here? Do I want to try? Yeesh. Fail second entry short here? Doesn't really make sense. Doesn't make sense to me. I might have to pass it. Even if it does trigger, I might have to pass. Knowing we're in a limit order market now. It's tough. Tough to pass up, but it's not an S tier setup in my opinion. It's bouncing a 240 SMA. It is bouncing out the 240 SMA. Trap may trigger. Do I like the trap here? Trap does trigger. Let's see how high it goes. I mean, it can fly. It's just I don't know if I love it. It's like the market also is creating these big wicks here. Big wicks, big candles, like big tails. Oh, you lose that fail second entry long right there. You just lose it right there. Your stop loss is one tick underneath here, so I don't know, Pan. This is tough. Do I love it? Do I love it? Okay, you obviously lose that trap. Another trap. This is getting so choppy. I'm just sitting on my paws and waiting for clearer price action. It just got very choppy here, and you're just letting this go. I don't know what's happening. This is big up, big down. So this is now getting confusing, right? It's no longer in a strong uptrend. No, neither is it a strong downtrend. It's right now in the middle of this. I would say though, if we test this area again, we're probably gonna break through it. Like I don't think this can withstand another test. This line here. Essentially, we had like 3 bounces off of it, and now it's creating a type of like inverted head and shoulders type situation. I just feel like if it comes back down here, retest this area, I don't think it'll last. I think it'll break through, but who knows? Who knows? Who truly knows? I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, this could push up, this could push down. All I know is right now it's in the middle of this big push down, big push up, big push down. It's right in the middle, so it's very hard to tell, in my opinion. Oh, a second entry long, interesting. Second entry long here. Could be like a break a trend new high. Inside bar created on the 5-minute chart. OI pattern. Right, this bar is completely inside this bar. We call that OI pattern, outside, inside. Literally, like the range, the high is lower than this high, the previous candle's high. The low is higher than the previous candle's low. So we call that an inside bar, OI pattern. Why is that important? Because that creates a setup, right, to go long or short depending on which side it breaks. If it breaks the top side of this inside bar, then we're expecting a measure move up. It does break the inside bar to the upside. We're getting quite a strong move up now because of that, in my opinion. You want a one-to-one, essentially. Right? Basically, you just, the way you manage this trade is one tick above, your stop loss is one tick beneath. You're looking for a one-to-one. Right? Your chances are higher, especially if you go with trend, right? Since this is an uptrend, you want to go long here. If it broke to the downside of this, then less likely because you're going counter trend. But this is a trade people want, right? They want to go long on this uptrend, the break of the inside bar. I'm not so eager. Just wait. I just wait. It's too confusing to me. What's your automated strategy? Do you use it personally? I used it for a while, but it's very hard to create the automated strategy because you need to create rules for the context. And that is the hard part. That is the actual hard part. So, yeah. Okay, big push up. What can I say? It's pushing up. It is. I'm looking for that one-to-one still. Let's see if we get it. Just looks weird to me. Just looks very odd to me. Oh. Automated strategies. I may make automated strategy based off just like certain key areas, but I don't know. Okay. Trap may trigger here, but far away from 20 EMA. Plus, the price action doesn't look good, right? It's a lot of overlapping bars, big bear bar, big bull bar, no follow through. It's just, it's not pretty to me, you know? It's just like, it's a lot of overlapping bars. You're far away from 20 EMA to take a trap this high. It's just confusing to me. Wow. All right, pushing strong back down. 5 minute struggling essentially to hit that one-to-one. You know, that trade's not worth it unless you hit that one-to-one, in my opinion. Right? If you can't hit that one-to-one, you might as well lose a trade, in my opinion. I know that sounds weird. You might as well lose it. It sounds weird to say that, but if you can't make a lot on the trade, then might as well lose it. Second just short formed on the 2500 tick chart. Second just short here. Interesting. Oh, I want the trap on the 2500 tick chart. Not really. Maybe a second entry long on the 5 minute chart. Christian Demon says tough day. Absolutely. It just got very tough. It was okay earlier on, but it got very tough. Like this double bottom off of this breakout area. That was just a, you know, that's like a S tier type trade. It's very rare we get situations like that. Not very rare, but it's just not common. You see something so clearly. And even though it's a good setup, it can fail still. You know, every setup can fail. So, but even if that trade failed, like I wouldn't even be upset. I'd be like, all right. I mean, you gotta take the trade when you see it like that. Wow. All right, strong push up here. Nothing I love. Interesting.
2500 tick chart.
Interesting. This trap on the 2500 tick chart, it looks ridiculous now. Completely overlapping bars. I'm not going to take it, but I mean, this looks like it wants to keep going up. What can I say? What can I say? Just watching here. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. This price action looks terrible. 2500 tick chart. Even though it's a trap setting up, look how much overlap there is on the bars. 5 minute candle. Maybe second entry long for me here. First pullback, first entry, second pullback, second entry. That's what we call a two-legged pullback. Ooh, second entry long coming off our trend line and 20 EMA. It doesn't look pretty though, I'll tell you that much. It doesn't look too pretty. We got to overshoot. Maybe leaving a slight undershoot, coming back in. This could be an okay trade to go long. Maybe. Is it S tier? I don't know. I wouldn't call this S tier. Maybe like an A. Not bad. Has a lot going for it. Has a lot going for it. I could regret not taking this trade. I could really regret not taking this trade. Okay. Definitely, if this trap fails, I'm going long. If this trap fails, I am definitely going long here. Only if the trap fails. I don't want to go short here because of the fact that we were actually in an uptrend. All right, I'm going long here. Let's see what happens. Right, another attempt to basically stay within this trend line and 20 EMA. And we basically had a trap here that fails. And let's see if we get anything here. This could be a decent push up, but honestly, the price action is so choppy. I just don't know. I should just stay away from the market right now. Yikes. It's not looking pretty. But in my opinion, I gotta try right there. I gotta try, right? Basically, the trap fails, comes back up. And if the trap works out now, it is what it is. But I feel like I gotta try here. I feel like this could move at least a new high. That's what we're looking for. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And our take profits are pretty much dead, right? You get like one chance here on the take profit accounts. That's all you get. Can't even come out break even if I tried, right? The market's not even coming back up to my original entry, which is never a good sign, right? You never want to just be in a trade where you're red most of the time. If this trap triggers, I mean, you gotta just stay in this trade. I mean, you gotta stay in this trade. I think this is a good trade. This to me now is an S tier setup. Oh baby, baby!
2,500 tick trap.
Missed my target by like a tick, which is unfortunate. I think I'm gonna hold it. I'm holding. Hold! 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 Come on, strong bull bar. Ending on its high. Absolute no follow through. It's just dirty. It's absolutely filthy if it takes me out. But it is what it is, Pandas. That's the risk I was willing to take. Holding this trade throughout this entire move, up and deck down, and we're most likely going to lose this trade now. But Pandas, it was worth it. It was well worth it. Goodness gracious, what a terrible, dirty, dirty price action. Goodness gracious. I mean, we can still come out break even. It is what it is. But you know what? I'm already willing to hold it for this risk. We'll hold it to the end of the trade. We'll take it here. We'll say once we hit this trade is absolutely just crushed. And it is what it is. I'll say this trade is absolutely crushed if it breaks this low here. Goodness gracious. Oh, looks like we're going to get hit. I think I got stopped out. I don't know what happened. I think I got stopped out, but I'm unsure because of... Well, I'm still in this trade. I don't know what happened. Goodness gracious. I think we lost our take profit accounts. I'm pretty sure we're dead, but for some reason, we're still going. Our accounts are still doing stuff, but I'm pretty sure we're dead. I'm pretty certain we're dead here. But we'll let this work out. How filthy is that, though, Pandas? Strong bull bar ending on its high. No reason to get out of your trade. And it just reverses and rips your face off. Unfortunately, Pandas, it's just the name of the game. Unfortunately, it's the name of the game. I mean, I thought I had an S tier setup. And it just pulls back super deep. And that's what you get for trading in choppy price action. That's just the name of the game. I don't know what I want to do here. Like, I mean, technically, these accounts are still going. I didn't get any error message yet. I'm going to just let it play out. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, lower high. It's not good news. Absolutely filthy price action. I mean, I was expecting this to just launch. And it just did the worst thing possible. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Absolute no fall through. I mean, it happened here as well, so it's not a surprise. I mean, it can happen in markets like this. And I think the take profit count is dead. I'm pretty certain it is. There's a chance it might not be because we're still in this trade. I'm going to just try to close it manually. But ultimately, at the end, I might just reverse and just rip my face off anyway. So the price action became absolutely just filthy right there. That's disgusting. That's just absolutely just. That is raunchy, you can call it. Filthy price action. Jeez Louise. The problem is, like, I think the counts are already dead. It's still going, but I mean, my orders disappeared, so I'm pretty sure the counts are dead. It's an OII pattern currently on the 5-minute chart. That's filthy. Absolutely filthy. What can you do, though? It is what it is, pandas. It is what it is. I mean, so I switch my accounts? That's filthy. That's just absolutely filthy right there. Jeez, what a pullback. I mean, this market's still doing nothing, so what can I say? Okay, pushing up. This might be the breakout here. This might be the break. Obviously, there's a triangle here, and it's starting to break out of it slightly. Okay, the counts are dead. It's just an open order, but nothing's gonna come of it. The counts are dead, but it's just live. I mean, there's nothing you can do. I can't get out of the trade, but they're liquidated. Unfortunately, I mean, it is what it is. All right, that means we're trading new take profit accounts here. Let's get it. Let's launch this. Let's launch this. All right, pushing down. Oh, I pattern breaking to the downside. Filthy price action, pandas. That's just filthy. I could have taken my profits here, but I mean, why? Why would I take my profits there when I literally can? You know, when you have a strong bull bar like this, like you expect more. Look at the 2500 tick chart. Like, that's how it looks like. It's absolutely filthy. And it is what it is. Just entered in a really bad time. I think for me, I don't know. So that makes me 3 and 2. Nah, 4. I made one. Actually, yeah, 3 and 2. We'll try again one more time. One more time on different take profit accounts. We're funded here again. Let's see what we can make of this. Would you pay $6.50 for a reset? I'm thinking about it. I don't know if it's worth. $6.50 is quite a lot of money to reset, but you also save yourself a lot of headache, and you can get trade right away. If you think about it, they give you 3 resets at $6.50 a pop, and they basically give you $2,000 a margin. So 3 times $6.50 is $19.50. Plus you pay eval fee $85 plus, you throw a $138 activation fee. So altogether, you're paying over $2,000 to get $2,000 margins. You might as well just trade those $2,000 with your own free money. Not free money, but you might as well just trade your own $2,000. So if you calculate it, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense to reset at least 3 times. Maybe once. Maybe once. This price action is filthy, pandas. What can I say? Second entry long here.
$2,500 tick trap.
Feels like I just short, I'll take. Feels like I just short. Only feels like I just short, I'll take this.
2,500 tick trap.
Feels like I just short, give it to me, and I'll try. See if the market gives it to us. Feels like I just short. Micro double bottom doesn't quite give me my setup. Again, you want S tier setups, and if you want the S tier setups, you gotta wait patiently here. You gotta wait very patiently. It gives you micro double bottom. It's not strong enough for me. Give me my fails like I just short. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. There it is. Trying to time this perfectly here. Ooh, big bear bar. Interesting. It just looks like the trading range is starting to continue here. I don't know if I even want this anymore. Yikes, definitely don't want it anymore. That's why you're patient, pandas. Jeez, dude, let me show you the 2,500 tick chart. This is what we're talking about. This is barcode trading. You just literally just stay away from the markets. Don't even trade this. Don't even trade it. Second or feels like it's just short still here. Your risk is quite large, and now it's confusing. Undershoot to overshoot. It is what it is. I think we're going to call it a day here, pandas. Is it even worth trading today? I don't know. Don't know if it's worth trading today.
2,500 tick.
Not when you're this sideways, this choppy and uncertain. I don't know what's worth. But hey, pandas, good news. We made max on our Apex accounts. We did bust one take profit funded account, which sucks. But it is what it is. That's the risk you're willing to take. And man, it's just busting in the worst way possible, right? When you had like this nice move up. Like if I showed you this chart and this is all you saw, like would you say like this is gonna go up or down? Like would you say you're gonna break this high or this low first? And then lo and behold, gets busted. Busted. Trap this trigger here. Do I like it? It's too confusing. Too much trading range. At this point, it's not even a triangle anymore. Straight up just a big trading range. Something like this.
5-minute trap.
Maybe fails like I just short here. Maybe I'll consider it. Knowing it will have confluence with this trap on the 5-minute chart. It's not pretty though. This is not pretty. I mean, it's completely sideways. I mean, might as well go short here actually. You're better off going short here, trying to come back to the bottom of the trading range at this point. Jeez Louise. No kidding. You're really better just go short here, come back to the bottom. You're really better off doing that here. All right. I'm a sucker. Call me a sucker. Let's get it. I'm an absolute sucker here. Let's see. I'm going long. Reverses immediately, of course. What was I thinking? What was I thinking, pandas? Reverses immediately, of course. What was I thinking? Why did I even attempt that trade? Super strong trading range. Trying to time the breakout. Dumb trade. Maybe one of the dumbest trades I've taken. I'm slightly tilted here from losing this trade over here. And now that tilt is showing itself. Still a dream. Still a dream. Still holding on to a dream here. Timing was slightly off, maybe. Still holding on to a dream here. Better off going short at this point, probably. Actually, better off just going short right off the top of this trading range. Back to the bottom. Multiple hits on this area. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits to try to break through. Failing to do so every single time. It's looking more and more like a terrible trade. I'll just take the hit. It is what it is. That's what I get for taking a dumb trade, pandas. Dummy trade here. Probably come back to the bottom of the trading range now. Dummy trade. Let's take another dummy trade. Might as well keep getting dumber and dumber. See how dumb we can get here. Let's see how dumb we can get. One day you're so dumb, it's going to actually work out. You're going to look smart. If you keep doing the dumb thing, you eventually look smart. Okay. Could be a potentially strong move up. Potentially here. Most likely not, maybe. Most likely not.
2,500 tick trap.
We're going to get busted here. Failed again to break out here. I'll hold it. Ooh, hello. Hello. Give me a nice push up. Well, how do you do? Well, how do you do? We're coming out break even on that trade. Well, how do you do? All right, we basically came out break even on this account. We took a hit here. It's unfortunate. If I didn't take that hit, would have made a lot of bamboo. We're basically break even. Do I still want a nice long here? Thinking we finally broke out of this super long trading range. Right, it's basically OI pattern. It's a OI pattern. What does that mean? It means basically we have no idea what's happening. Oh, how badly do I wish I still had these accounts. Like, I wish I can just close this right now. But I cannot. These accounts are liquidated. But the order's still up. Oh, boy. How badly do I wish I can actually just close those trades. Second entry long here, maybe. I'll consider second entry long. If it comes off our trend line in 20 EMA, it doesn't even do it. First entries only. This might be a strong bull trend now. Might be a very strong bull trend, right? Where first entries pop up like that, exactly like that. Obviously, you wait for the second entry long if you can. Fail second entry short, far away from a 20 EMA. It's a very dumb trade. But if you think this is a very strong bull trend, bull breakout, it could be worth taking. Definitely just lost that trade if you took it though. So I'm just sitting on my pause. You want to, if you can, you want to trade off of support. Right? If you're trying to go long, you wanna at least trade off support here. So if you want a first entry, at least wait for it to touch a support, right? That's the least you can do. If you want a first entry here. Remember that 1-to-1 we talked about? We just hit the 1-to-1 on this inside bar, this OI pattern. The 1-to-1 was hit. If you guys remember, we set this trade up. Big push down. I mean, it's looking terrible. This price action is looking terrible. I mean, we're up 295. It's not the worst. We're 1-1 on there. So we're 4-2 now. Or 4-3. Again, take profit accounts. You go all in, and that's all you get. You get one shot. Big push down. Basically failed breakout here, in my opinion. What in the world? That's nasty. I just want one time. I want to hit the big one. But I don't know if today's going to be the day, pandas. I don't know if today's going to be the day. Such a deep pullback, but no follow through whatsoever. In fact, reverses. Second entry long. Viable here, but again, feels sus. Everything feels sus today. Everything feels very sus. Especially when you don't have like a trend line to work off with. Okay. Second entry long off the 20 EMA, perhaps. It's not the prettiest trade, but it is a trade. It is a setup. I don't know about this, pandas. I don't know about this. I really don't know about this. Second entry long, but completely overlapping bars. Terrible signal bar. I mean, this could fly. It is always in long right now on the 5-minute chart. If you had one shot, one opportunity, would you take it? If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it sit? Wow, ends up being a decent push-up, but pandas, how hard is that? How hard is it to take that trade? Goodness gracious. How hard is it to take that trade right there? I can't do it. I couldn't do it, obviously. We got Big Mama approaching. Always in long right now on the 5-minute chart. It's just not pretty. Nothing's pretty right now. What can I say? That was grindy. That was quite grindy, if I say so myself. Alright, pandas. Wish me luck. We're shooting for the stars here. We're shooting for the stars. We're shooting for the stars. Whoa, that's why we wait. Shooting for the stars. Jeez. Pullbacks are so deep. What do I do? I mean, I gotta wait for a second entry long here. I can't take that trade. It's too far away from 20 May. If it goes up, it goes up. So be it. So be it. It is what it is, but I just cannot take this. It's such an awkward place right now. I might as well wait for a second entry long in this situation. If it makes a new high, it is what it is. I don't think I'm doing the wrong thing waiting for a second entry long here. Waiting for a better setup. I don't think I'm doing the wrong thing. Hindsight bias, of course, you can say it's the wrong thing. She's like, I should have just gone long. I should have just done it. What in the world? Hindsight bias, of course, you can say that. Of course, you can say that. With some hindsight bias, of course, you can say that. But, you know, like, I was waiting for this. Second entry long. We might still get our second entry long. Might still get it, we may not. We don't. We completely don't. I don't know if it's worth taking Big Mama here. This looks so choppy. I mean, it just looks terrible. Yeah, I don't know about this. It looks so ugly, this price action. It's so ugly. I'm telling you, this is like the ugliest price action ever. Always in long again. It doesn't make sense, but I'll try. It really doesn't make sense, but I'll try. Always in long. We're trying Big Mama here. We're trying Big Mama here. I knew it. I knew it. We're trying Big Mama, but it's absolute trash. Why did I even try this? I knew the moment it would trigger. I knew it. It was gonna fail. I don't know. I guess it doesn't mean much. Knowing it and actually doing the opposite of what I know. Might as well not have known it. Might as well not have just known it at all. Goodness gracious, what was I thinking? I was hoping the gap fills, and I was just so eager for the gap to fill. I mean, it might still fill. We'll see. But look at the price action up to this point. Like, do you think it's gonna break out in this area? Like, do you think this is a breakout area? Definitely not. Definitely not a breakout area. We're still pushing up. We're still in this trade. Could come out break even there. If I didn't like the trade anymore, but since we bounced off like this, I thought maybe we have a chance. But should have came out break even. Should have came out break even there. This trade's dead. This trap's failing. It is what it is. There goes 2 take profit accounts. Just like that. Big pain. It's all good. It's the opportunities what you're looking for, you know? It's the opportunities what you're paying for here, pandas. Even though we lost these accounts, the opportunity was worth it. You know what I mean? It's the opportunity you're looking for. I mean, I thought we would fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. Ooh, we still could fill the gap here. We still could fill the gap here. I might as well hold. Might as well hold. Hold! Hold! Might as well hold for breakout. Late in trend, breakout here. Exhaustive move up. Could come out break even if I wanted to still. Still come out break even if I wanted to. Maybe I should just came out break even. I know the moment I get out of this trade, it's going to break out. The moment I get out of the trade, it's going to break. I'm still in this trade. Do I even want to stay in anymore? It's failing to really push anywhere. It's failing to really push anywhere. We're shooting for the stars. Shooting for the stars here. Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh man, I should have came out. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I just want one big push up. Give me one more push up. Come on. One more push up. I know you have it in you. Push. No. Push. 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 Pandas. Push. Give me your P's in the chat. We need to push up. One more big push up. Push. No. No. This fails. This is going to fail. It's certain it's going to fail. Pandas. No. It was looking like it had a chance. It was looking like it had a chance. Pandas push. Push. One more push. Push. Does it have a chance? Oh, bear bar ending near its low. Coming off the 20 EMA. And we are almost dead here. I think we're dead. We're dead. Gosh darn it. Pandas. Well, there goes 2 take profit accounts. It is what it is. That's the risk. You're looking for the opportunity. And that was a dumb one to take, in my opinion. I mean, the price action was pretty clear. It was not going to do anything. It's just grindy, and it's going to have a lot of pullbacks. And I just know now it's going to blast off, right? The moment it takes you out, this is where it's going to blast off. I just want to watch. If it makes a new low, I mean, it is what it is. Gosh darn it, pandas. Gosh darn it, it is what it is. You're looking for that opportunity, and we didn't get it. We absolutely did not get it. We got smashed. All right, pandas. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Hey, don't forget, we still made max on our Apex accounts, which is a huge win. And it is what it is. But pandas, I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for joining, everyone. Make sure you slap that like button. Make sure you use code BBM for 50% off TBT, 8% off Apex, and I'll see you guys then. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.